when you apply for emergency passport, you have to submit an ID.
Oh, bro, let me tell you why they slow. On the Mexico side in California, from San Diego to TJ, they don't ask for no passport. Dude was supposed to jump on the 10 freeway, hit the 8, and come in that way. That's why I call these niggas weird, bro. File for that emergency passport, you gotta show them where you going. So they was already gonna know where you at. They just go, same thing with this young lady with this other murder in Mexico. Nigga, he was supposed to get on the freeway coming to Cali and drop in and come through to TJ. You in Mexico. The fuck are you doing? If you go to Mexico from the California side, they're not asking for no passport or nothing. They're going to ask for a regular ID. Facts.
Okay, so hear what I'm saying, though. And there was at least 3 niggas firing a gun. There's 3 niggas firing a gun. Why are you running days after? Why don't you, if you got some money to even think about running, why don't you say, there's 3 niggas firing, why don't you say, right now my name not even getting brought up in the media, let me get a lawyer, let me lay low, but if you look like you about to run, you gotta imagine, they're in everybody's cell phone.
Let me ask you something, man. If you look up, they said Black Chevy Tahoe did a hit and run on a red Corvette, right? And you had a drunken night. You wake up in the morning and see it. You're going to say, God damn, nigga, I got a black Chevy Tahoe. I was in it last night. I was drunk as fuck. And you go look at your motherfucking Tahoe in the garage. You got red paint on it. You're going to go pay it. You're going to send it to the body shop to get fixed.
Okay. All right.
Only, individual knows what's them and what ain't. So, a lot of these motherfuckers, man, they overreact, show their head, man, I don't know, shit kind of crazy. They just do the DJ? Am I tripping?
Yeah, he's a big DJ out there. Big DJ. DJ Pat, that's his name. DJ Pat.
Oh, so that's what they saying. They say he ain't that kind of dude.
You pull like this, but he was investigated.
I'm putting it on him, what happened?
Yo, here's the thing, though. The only thing, he don't seem like the guy, but in 2018, he was investigated for shooting up another club. They didn't have the evidence on him, so they closed it. But I don't know how they move in Texas. If you were investigated for the shit, it still shows up that they closed it, but they didn't really go all the way with the charges.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
So, the only thing that's funny on this thing...
Is he tied to anybody? I'm it just ain't making sense. Was it just crossfire shit? I don't know. I mean, did he turn in a gun and they say this is the murder weapon? There's 3 people shooting. I don't know how many times they say nephew got hit by how many different guns. Did they say that?
Okay, in the paperwork, I'm gonna send you all this paperwork to your phone. Yeah. They actually say that, and I'm guessing maybe they did forensics or some shit. But you gotta remember, other people shot. They said this guy is responsible for shooting Takeoff twice. They said in the back, which shows that he was behind Takeoff, and in the head.
That was the kill shot.
You said some crazy shit like that when he was doing your shit.
Now, keep in mind, though, there's a woman who got shot in the head, too, but she survived, and another nigga who was...
Girl got shot in the head after that?
Yeah.
Okay. The police is on their job at the end of the day. It's been all this speculation and whatnot. And, everybody was like, they're not going to solve the murder. This is high profile. So I knew that they was going to get who they got or going to get because it's too much evidence right there in the video. So, as of right now, the murderer who they saying that shot Takeoff is a guy named DJ Pat. Patrick, I forget what they said his name. Alexander something. I'm gonna let y'all hear. So that was King Academics on the phone with WAC 100. What did we just learn from that conversation? This dude applied for an emergency passport to go to Mexico. Now we just learned that from California going to Mexico, all you don't you don't need a passport to enter Mexico from that end. We just learned about that. All right. So when he applied for the emergency passport, you had to put down there where you was going. So people keep feeling like there is no extradition law where you can't be extradited from Mexico. Mexico, depending on the case and how big of an attention that is getting, you see now that's not flying no more. They coming to get you. If they know you there, they coming to get you. So let's say it's fair to say Mexico and US are working together. I just came from Mexico in August. I was there a whole week. You know, we was staying at the Cancun, one of the resorts out there in Planet Hollywood. It was great. It was awesome, family oriented, and but I could see when we rolled, when we was making moves and just out and about, our driver driving through the city of Cancun and down to the marina because we did the hang gliding thing. So you got to move through the streets. And what I was amazed about that, we so big on the Uber Black. They got the Uber White down there. They do the white trucks down there as we would be here in the black trucks. So that's what was different down there that I noticed right off. All the when you call for a car or you getting, chauffeured around or whatever, they use white SUVs. I don't know why, but that's what I saw that stood out. So, so basically, dude told on himself, when he was applying for that visa, no, the passport, the when he tried to get an emergency visa, you got to put on there where you going. So yeah, so they picked him up. And how did they pick him up? Let you hear another video from uh what's the dude? What's the dude? Is your roof over 7 years old? Hold on, my bad. They gotta get their commercials in. Cut to the chase. And be sure to share this video. I got some news for you niggas today. Cut to the chase. New details has emerged to the murder of Atlanta rapper Takeoff after it was announced that a Houston DJ named DJ Pat has been arrested for DJ Pat. Now, when I first heard the news, I thought to myself, who the hell is DJ Pat? Because this whole case, I've been hearing every name but his. We done blame Migo bands. We done blame Lil Cam. We done blame Fable. Hell, we even went as low as blaming a nigga with a Chucky doll. I kid you not. It was actually some people saying, Lil Cam didn't do it. It was the guy in the video with the Chucky doll. But according to Houston Police Department, it was all just rumors. Because they made their arrest. They announced it, had a press conference, had some pep in their step, and they said, case closed. It has been solved. We have arrested Patrick Xavier Clark. Xavier Clark, that's his name. Patrick Xavier Clark. So I started thinking to myself, okay, they say they arrested DJ Pat. Who is he though?
is he about? Why would he take out Takeoff? What did he have to gain by doing that? So I did a little research and come to find out, he's a DJ, he's a club promoter, he's a club owner, he's on the club Flame in Houston. They say a lot of celebrities go there. And then I found out this nigga is also a blogger. So Takeoff got taken out by a blogger. Taken out by a dude doing the same thing as me. Let's take a look at his YouTube. So this is DJ Pat YouTube.
That sounds like a lot of jealousy.
2.98 thousand subscribers.
I wonder did
and he just go around
the Amigos
he go around interviewing business
refused to come to his club and do shows, and it was so that sounds like a lot of hate.
But I know what a lot of
just like Shaquilla Wilson. I mean Robinson.
They come to the conclusion that he did. And the answer is quite simple. Lil Cam told.
Lil Cam told. That's how they got dude.
He's 5'5", 120 pounds. He's just too small to handle the prison life. And I know what a lot of people are thinking. I thought Lil Cam was a gangster. I thought he was a hitter. I thought he was mob ties. I thought he was really about that life. Sure he is. In the real world, when you got freedom, when you can have that weapon on your hip, but behind the bars, he don't stand a chance. It's hard to keep a nigga off you when you 5'5", 120 pounds. I don't care how much dog you got in you. Somebody bigger can overpower you. Trust me. I've been in the streets. I seen many men fold when they go to jail. I seen the hardest nigga rah-rah on the street, walking with a limp, barking at everybody, go to jail and washing a nigga drawers in the sink. I kid you not. I swear to God. It's a nigga I know right now, the hardest dude on the street, but he went to jail and he became a housewife. So Lil Cam doesn't stand a chance. And I know women be talking. I know that's hard to pill to swallow for women because they men go to jail, they men go to prison. They be like, Brandon's in jail. He don't want me to come see him. He don't want me to see him stressed out like that. That's not true. Brandon don't want you to visit him in jail because he got Kool-Aid on his lip. Just keep your buck, y'all. Let's just keep it all the way 100. That's why Brandon don't want you to come see him. So yeah, Lil Cam gonna tell. If I'm Lil Cam, I'm telling as well. And we know Lil Cam told because his lawyer basically said it. After court, his lawyer gave an interview and basically said Lil Cam is going to cooperate and we're not taking that off the table. Let me play that clip for you guys.
Does Cameron Joshua know who shot Takeoff?
We will discuss that with his office if we decide to. Right now, we're charged with offenses and we're not saying anything.
What do you mean if he decides?
Everybody has the opportunity to discuss those matters if you choose.
All right, I heard enough. All right, these are the questions that I have. Who is this Patrick Xavier Clark? Now, we understand he's a DJ, a club promoter, a club owner, they saying. You know, he's a blogger, and now because they charged him, he's a shooter. He got a lot of titles under his belt, you know, and which I salute because on the strength of just being, you know, a black man in America, you can't just have one lane that you're in to make money because, you know, we living in a high inflation era right now. So, you know, I tell my son all the time, like, you know, you going to college to get your degree, and once you graduate and get a job, you still need like a side job and a side job for your side job, you know. So you basically need to tap into all your gifts at the end of the day. You know, and I told him, I say, you know, when I was coming through, because I didn't finish college and I went to vocational school, we had a saying, you know, you learning the skills to pay the bills. And not only that, my instructors was telling me, like, look, you get 4 skills under your belt, at least you're going to eat and you won't be homeless. So I'm giving y'all some gems this morning. You need at least 4 skills under your belt. So, uh, so running down this dude resume, he was eating, and then they ready to let this dude out on bail for $1 million. So this dude been getting to the money, with all his titles that he possessed and what he got his hand into. So there you have it. Lil Cam told. So I think Lil Cam was the diversion. He the one, and whoever that was having the argument with Quavo was the diversion. So why? This is the bottom line. Why did you have beef with Takeoff, or because of what Quavo was into? And that's how dudes be thinking, or that's how people be thinking. I got a problem with you. I got a problem with your man, and you ain't gotta have nothing. You ain't gotta have nothing to do with nothing, and it just jump off like that. Well, I'm gonna get your man, cause you get ready to squabble with my dude, so I gotta get at you. And women do that too. Women do that too. Say like a girl catch her dude out with another woman, just like a man catch his girl out with another man. You know what I'm saying? Automatically, it's beef on sight with that dude, just like that homegirl. A homegirl catch her guy out with another woman. Oh, it's on. Cause I want him to see me whoop her butt, or I want this chick to see me crush her dude. So he's just a victim of what they say, casualty of war. Quavo, they gambling, they shooting dice, they talking shit, cause that's what you do in a dice game. Nobody like to lose. You know what I'm saying? And then when you got a joker that's running his mouth, popping all, because that's what you do. That's part of it. I remember 2 situations. I did a video on Takeoff, and I did a whole hour, and the damn mic went mute for whatever reason, and I had to do it over. So I did like a 15-minute remix of it. You know what I'm saying? And but as I stated in that last video, I was into situations playing dice because that's what we did coming up around my hood. Where I grew up at, which was off the Cape and Ellen Wilson in D.C. You know what I'm saying? South side. You feel me? Southeast. And the first incident that I recall that I was involved in, it been many incidents. I mean, I could do a whole show on incidents and what happened in dice games. I mean, that's how much shit go down. With that being said, me and this dude I grew up with, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to call his name, but I guess we cool now. I ain't seen him in over 20 years, but I don't want to open no wounds, no old wounds. And but anyway, he doing this thing in the streets. He a big time dude. And mind you, we went to grade school together, and he dropped out like the ninth grade because he getting to the money. And and that was a big thing. The hustlers like to floss, and they like to throw their money around, and they want you to see the stacks that they got. So we all in the dice game, and honestly, like I tell people, I never was out in the streets, selling anything, but I made money off the hustlers because we would gamble, and I was good. I was good with these bones. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? You know, I was very lucky. Side betting, shooting the bone. So yeah. So it was nothing for me to make 500 off these dudes that were gambling, $1,000 hands, and I'm betting $50, and I come up on $500, in a few hours, just side betting, and that was my hustle, in school and on the street, gambling and getting money off these dudes. So anyway, the dude rolled the seven, and we were gambling in the dark. We had like a little light over us, but anyway, the dice had went up under the dude's foot, and I saw it. I said, "Oh, seven craps!" I think I won like $100 that hand, just side betting, and dude lost like 1,500 on that pot. So, and he was losing, so he was mad because the dude that was fading him for the money, he was popping off. He like, yeah, I'm gonna break your pockets before you leave here. You're gonna have to go home and come back, which that wasn't nothing for somebody to do, you know. And so these dice games, especially on a Friday, Saturday night, that it be all night games, But like on a regular night I think was it in the summer? No, it was like probably a school night. Mind you, we young, 17, 16. And I know I still gotta be in the house, even though, growing up in the hood, you have a level of independence, but you still got moms like, you don't get in here, I'm gonna lock the door, and you outside all night. And I'm gonna beat you over the head with the frying pan when you come up in here. So my mother didn't play, in her younger years. So, um, so anyway, me and him get the popping off, and he was like, "Don't be here when I get back." I was like, "Well, why you gotta go? Nigga, knuckle up, you know." He was like, "Yeah, all right." And see, that's the problem with the streets. Nobody want to fight no more because they can't fight. You know what I'm saying? So, or even if you can't fight, you think you're a big man with holding that iron, and you really feel like a big man if you for real willing to use it and have used it. So anyway, he dipped off. I ain't think nothing of it, and I wasn't really scared because I knew this dude. I'm like, fuck that nigga. He ain't gonna do shit. But luckily for me, I'm always on a timeline and a schedule. I look at the clock, it's about 11. I say, oh shit, I gotta get in before mom's locked the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a key, but we had a deadbolt, on the door. Once that locked, you ain't getting in. So I got in, and this joker came back. Now, did he really want to hurt me? But he had to act like he wanted to hurt me. Where this nigga at? And woo woo woo. And he had a chick with him that grew up with us. Why this chick come and knock on my door? Talking about, you coming outside? Like, nah, the fuck? And I ain't seen you since school. Well, why you knocking on my door? Like, you trying to holler at me. So I saw the play. Whether I realized it or not, I mean, thinking back, my instincts just took over. I mean, but I'm in the house already. So even if I knew I could get at her, I mean, but the fact that I had a timeline to attend to, I gotta go to school in the morning. I'm an athlete, so I got practice tomorrow. I need to lay my head down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just glad that I just didn't have time on my hand to mess with her because she was trying to get me out the house. You know what I'm saying? And then I think also my family had a little juice because my father was a street dude. You know what I'm saying? And my family got some figures in our family. So anything happen to certain people, it's gonna be repercussions. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean for you to go boasting about it and act like nobody won't hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And then, it's like your family that's about that life, they're gonna go hard for you when they know you doing the right thing and you trying to stay out the way. You trying to go to school, you trying to work, you trying to, go to college, you trying to get a good job. When they know that you in that lane and something happened to you, yeah, it's gonna be what it is. So I just say that to say, just from the respect that my family members, certain figures, the respect that they had, I just thought, I was a dude that handled myself, but honestly, it was the respect of my folks. Whereas though we ain't get a lot of riffraff, you know, from nobody around DC. You know what I'm saying? My folks was known around DC, not one individual, but multiple individuals. So let's just leave it at that. But I'm just saying, this dude that I grew up with, so the moral of the story, if you guys out there gambling, you know what I'm saying, let the point be seen and let whoever, putting up their money that's, like the way dice go, if you shooting the dice, somebody got to put their money up and you basically head up with them. It's called, okay, I'm going to fade you. That means, I'm going to go up against you. You know what I'm saying? Then everybody else side bet and all that. So you let that dude call the point to avoid any issues. So because I saw the point and I said something, he want beef with me because he lost 1,500. You know what I'm saying? So you mad at this dude because he taking your money, but you want to take it out on me because I said something which normally that's done. But because that incident, I don't recommend that. Let the person that fade that person call 7 and let him pick his money up first and then you get your money above whoever. You know what I'm saying? So that's one gem I can give you that you can avoid drama, right? Um Another time, we down Capers, I think. No, we up Ellen Wilson in the hallway. A lot of dice games took place in the hallway in one of the neighborhoods. I mean, in our neighborhood in particular, but usually, you know, shooting dice is illegal. Police see you, they can come and take the money, or if they petty or press, they can arrest you for illegally gambling or whatever. But anyway, we kids, we wasn't tripping. You go to juvie, you getting right out for gambling. That's a misdemeanor. So anyway, we in the hallway. I want to say the hallway of my man Cornell, Gerald. Who else live in that joint? Garfield. No, Rick Glover, Gerald, Garfield, Miss Ann, Chuck lived in that building. Yeah, so it was like a 6-level apartment building, 6 units. And we on the second floor gambling. So some guys from Cape was where I grew up at. So here's the setup. I grew up in Capers, but my grandmother lived in Ellen Wilson. We called that 7th Street, right? So, and you know, which was we like 5 blocks from Capitol Hill. So, I used to tell girls I lived in Capitol Hill. So, you know, this was way back when the hood wasn't cool to claim it, But when I figured when rap started, like in 86, 87, 88, and the rap music showed the and glorify being from the hood, that's when being from the hood became cool. Now all the preppy girls that from good neighborhoods, they want a hood dude. So now that become a badge of honor to be from the hood instead of a nice home, which all my generation desire. We didn't tell nobody we was from the hood unless you were from the hood, far as a woman, and we met you. What hood you from? Where you live at? And if they were from the same element, then it wasn't no reason to not disclose that's where you were from. But we would just say in general, Capitol Hill. Capitol Hill is a posh area of DC, like blocks from the Capitol, and then where the government buildings are, what I'm saying, probably if you're driving a 20-minute, 30-minute ride, if you walking maybe an hour. So that's how close I live to Capitol Hill, you know, on that side of town of DC, so uh told you